For a long time, the media has told a single story about the LGBTQ plus community. They were often shown as vulnerable, stressed, or bullied. In psychology, focusing only on the negative like this is called a deficit perspective. But recently, research is showing us a very different side of the story. Yes, living with stress and hardship is tough. But through that process, many people develop amazing strengths that others might not have. They build stronger mental resilience. They find the courage to be their true selves, and they learn to build safe, supportive communities for each other. Today, we are going to look at these overlooked strengths. You will see that when facing prejudice, people are not just crushed. Instead, they grow from the inside out. Let's look at the psychological side first. Because LGBTQ plus people often face rejection, they actually build incredible mental strength. They learn very early how to handle negativity and bounce back. In fact, a study in the Philippines showed that they often use humor and focus on their strengths to get through tough times. And this ability only gets stronger as they get older. Researchers in Poland call this the inoculation effect. It means that early struggles act almost like a vaccine. By getting through discrimination when they are young, they build a complete toolkit for handling stress later in life. They learn how to spot an unfriendly situation and prepare for it. Data shows that as they age, their self-esteem goes up and depression goes down. They also build strong communities around sports and hobbies, which completely changes their mental health. So you see, they are not crushed by hard times. They actually use them to grow stronger and learn useful skills. If we just talked about resilience, now let's talk about the courage to be yourself. Society often wants minority groups to blend in. Scholars call this covering. It means hiding what makes you different just to be accepted. But refusing to hide takes real courage. Positive psychology shows that being completely honest about who you are is linked to creativity, integrity, and a true passion for life. Why? Because hiding takes so much energy. Imagine someone asking, "Who did you spend the weekend with?" You have to pause and think, "Can I tell the truth? Should I just say a friend? What did I say last time?" Doing this every day, year after year, is exhausting. But when you finally decide to be your true self, all that tension just fades away. You get your energy back. You can use it to create, to connect with people, and to really live. Being yourself doesn't just feel good, it brings lasting happiness. When you combine resilience with the courage to be yourself, you get a very rare kind of confidence in the workplace. Many LGBTQ plus people have spent years dealing with tricky situations. This makes them very good at reading the room. In a meeting, they might guide the conversation, but they are also noticing who is quiet or whose ideas are being ignored. Because they know what it feels like to be left out, they make a real effort to bring people in. They want others to feel, "I am seen, and I am safe here." This is what we call a sense of belonging. And this sense of belonging is incredibly valuable for a company. A 2019 study found that when employees feel they belong, their job performance goes up by 56%. Turnover drops by half, and sick days drop by 75%. Being able to create that feeling is a very rare skill today. Like Apple CEO Tim Cook once said, his experience as a minority gave him empathy, the confidence to rise above prejudice, and what he called a tough rhinoceros skin. So far, we have talked a lot about individual strengths. But there is another incredible power this community has. To understand it, we have to look back at history. It is the ability to create space. When the mainstream world shut them out, they built their own safe places. Think about Berlin in the 1920s. Being gay was illegal, and transgender people could be arrested just for their clothes. But even in that dangerous time, they opened hundreds of bars and clubs. They built a lively, bustling neighborhood. It was risky, but they created a place where they could just be themselves. Today, this power to create space has moved online. If you live in a remote area and can't find people like you, the internet is a lifeline. People connect and support each other through videos and apps. The location has changed from physical streets to digital screens, but the spirit is the same. If you don't have a space, you build one. This is a huge, overlooked strength. They take the pain of being excluded and turn it into a powerful starting point to start over and connect. The unique strengths of the LGBTQ plus community aren't just one single thing. They are a mix of mental toughness, high emotional intelligence, and the ability to create safe spaces. They also know how to adapt anywhere in the world. Their greatest power is not just that they survived in a hostile world. It is their amazing ability to constantly reinvent themselves. And while they do that, they actively change and nourish the society around them. In the end, it all comes down to this: being your true authentic self is the most powerful force in the world.